Mojo Coach. So this week I want to talk about motivation. And so often when we start a program, whether it's to lose weight, become fit, just become our personal professional best, whatever it is, we start off strong and then we kind of lose a little bit of motivation as the weeks go on unless we have a plan. So I just came up with a bunch of different things that may help you. I recommend you write these down because this way, if you find you're slacking in motivation a little bit, these suggestions may just be what you need to keep you on track. Ready? Okay, so the first one is find your why. What's the reason why you want to either improve your health or lose the weight or become fit or change professions or improve your image? Whatever your why is, and it should be so deeply personal, because the more personal it is, the more likely of a buy-in you'll have. So, for example, maybe it could be something like, instead of just, well, I just want to feel good. No, that's not strong enough. Maybe it's, I want to be able to run around the park with my grandkids or kids without being out of breath, right? Or, why do you want to be fit? Because I want to put on those skinny jeans and not have to keep checking to see how I look in them. Whatever it is, find your why. Okay, baby steps. This is so important. So often we start with these big goals, and your goal should be huge, don't get me wrong. But what you want to do is just break it down so you're able to achieve these little mini goals, and the reason is that's going to encourage you to keep going. When the goal is too big, when you only celebrate, let's say, when you lose the 20 pounds or the 50 pounds or, run that marathon, it's discouraging. There's a lot that goes on up until then. So what you want to do is break it down so you celebrate and find that success and recognize that success as you go through the process. Stay away from difficult situations. Let's take weight loss again, for example. If you know that going with the office out for drinks on a Friday night is going to be tricky for you, well, you know what? Either go in with that plan beforehand, or just in the beginning while you're trying to create a new habit and stay motivated, you may just choose not to be a part of that, just in the beginning, until you feel strong enough and you feel you have the answers if someone's, like, oh, why aren't you going, or why aren't you drinking, or whatever it is. So you may choose in the beginning just to not put yourself in those situations. Mindset. Listen to what you're telling yourself, and listen to what you're thinking and what you're saying to yourself and even out loud, and see if the language you're using and the thoughts that you're thinking is moving you towards that goal. If your goal, again, taking weight loss as an example, is to lose weight, what are you telling yourself? Oh, here I go again. Oh, I'm going to fall off track. I do it every time. I can't do this. I've tried it a million times. If those are the thoughts that are going through your head, you will fulfill that. So make sure your language to yourself, out to the world, is moving you closer to that goal you're trying to achieve. Declare it. This is huge. I've had so many of my clients do this with great success. When you say something out loud, when you've committed to it, it gets done. And personally, this is something I even did. I remember when I was trying to, when I decided to write my first book, The Lifestyle Fitness Program, I actually told all my friends. And this way, I would look like, I'd look kind of dumb if I chickened out. And I declared it because I had never written a book before. And I thought, you know what, if I say it out loud, I'll stick to it and I'll commit to it. And sure enough, I did. So declare. Get support. When we're trying to make changes, until they're a new habit, we need as much support and encouragement as we can. We think, we can do it all alone. Well, you can try, but studies have shown that with support, you get there so much faster, and you get that help that you need. So find people that can support you, and find communities for support too. Of course, I have them here at themojocoach.com, but also social media. You can find like-minded groups and just join different groups of people who support the same goals as you, who are going through the same thing as you, and who can support what you're up to. And if competition is something that you're interested in, if that'll work, I've had so many clients who they could not run for a minute and trained up until running a marathon. And one of my clients, she had 5 kids, could not run a minute, and lost 75 pounds, ran a marathon. But how did this start? It started because she started with just running a minute, and then 10 minutes, and then a half hour, and then signed up for her first 5K, like the competition, even just being competitive with herself, beating her last time. Then a half marathon, and eventually the New York City Marathon. So if competition works for you, do that. Oh, plan for your obstacles. They're going to happen. And an obstacle can be something like a trip, a vacation, a weekend, a party, a certain person, a food pusher, whatever the issue is, a stressful situation. These things will come up, and if you have a strategy to handle it, well, you know what? This way, it won't throw you off track. And rewards. Rewards are so important. So when you're moving towards this goal, don't wait till the finish line to reward yourself. Reward yourself along the way. It's just a great practice. It keeps you focused, it keeps you on target, it keeps you on track, and it makes the process enjoyable. Remember, everything I teach you is not just to get you to the finish line so you go nuts. It's a journey, and it's lifestyle changes, and the whole idea is you're doing this for life. Hopefully exercise will become, if it's not a way of life, healthy eating a way of life, the relationships you have, thinking that you want to surround yourself with more positive people, a way of life. Everything which is my intention to teach you, is to do for life. So reward yourself along the way and make that a part of your life too. So hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time.